Yeah! Here we go!
It's time for TSS Fantasy.
Who Day, and I am just excited.
I'm excited to sit here. Y'all can't see all my Saints fans.
It shows with a Hall of Fame quarterback that he can get back to when he was a number 4 overall pick.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. It is Commissioner Cooper, and it's time for TSS Fantasy.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Justin back in the house tonight. We got a great show tonight. We're going old school rivalry with the Giants and Commanders, Redskins, whatever the hell you want to call them. Let's get those introductions started. Let's start with our guests. Of course, we'll go ladies first. Nikki's in the house, been here many a times. We all know about Nikki, the best of the Giants business. Welcome to the studio.
Thanks. I'm not really happy to be back here, but thanks. Another year.
I believe Nikki, I'll have to look in the history, but I believe Nikki is the front runner for the most dumbass awards on our quiz show. So
I am. That's the only reason you bring me on here, so you can play the dumbass song. Why don't you play it now and we could get this over with early?
No. It's more fun later. All right, let's also welcome in this corner, representing the Commanders, and I feel like I'm going to mess this up already.
Okay.
It's Wole. Which one am I saying?
Wole,
I had it.
you're good. You're good. You're
Okay,
there. Look,
them gummies start messing with your mind a little bit. So welcome into the studio, my friend. I appreciate you.
Oh man, appreciate you having me on. Don't be mad. Don't feel embarrassed. In elementary school, I used to get that issue all the time. I was the first in roll call. So anytime a teacher or a sub used to try to pronounce my name, like, hey, I'm here. Just stop it right now. Stop it.
I don't know if I'm going to take offense to an elementary school comment, but no. All right, let's get our co-host in. Let's welcome to the studio, Mr. Sophistication himself, Angela Duke. Welcome into the studio, sir.
We have vibe in tonight, and that's all what Mondays are all about. It's vibe.
That's okay, Mr. Vibe today. I love it.
Look, I got a ticket like an hour ago, so I'm trying to up my mood a little bit. Okay, so
What'd you do?
I'm with that.
My license was expired by one day. I was going literally tomorrow to do it.
Oh.
and the cop gave me the whole act of, if I catch you one more time, it's cuffs for the second time. I was like, okay, buddy, like you're pissing me off. Let's go.
Go get a donut. Relax. All right, let's also welcome in Justin Jesus Herrera. Welcome into the studio, sir.
Well, I mean, we might as well just go into the show. I don't think I can top getting my license job one day. Come on, man. Those Massachusetts cops are a pain in the ass, I guess.
It's New Hampshire. He was bored. It's a small town.
Oh, see, that sounds even worse.
I think LeDuc's going to write in to ESPN, try to get that cop on Come On Man, because that sounds like Come On Man moment. I like that. All right, well, let's pay those bills real quick. If you're watching on YouTube, do us a solid, hit like, subscribe, all this stuff that you hit, notifications, whatever the hell else. Throw us a comment in there as well. Little things stopping you from doing it, big things popping for us when you do, so we appreciate you. Also, don't forget, if you're looking for some daily fantasy, and we're getting to that time, go to Fast Trap app, use the promo code TSS. We'll double the deposit up to $50. Bada bing, bada boom, $100 to get your season going. So big stuff there as well. And if you're looking for some championship bling for that fantasy champion, look no further than Pro-Am belts. All right. Well, we had a fun off season and a lot of stuff to talk about. So sit back, relax. Let's kick the summer rewind. Well, if you didn't know if I was from Miami, you do know now. Let's get things started right now. And we're going to talk about, of course, the off season. Let's go ladies first, and we'll start with them Giants. Nikki, tell me give me a grade for your free agency period, and talk about some of those guys that you like that came in.
One more day closer to death, right? That's the mantra down there in Miami, right?
You got it.
Come on down there. I think he spent a little too much time. I think it's time to go elsewhere.
You talking about Mike McDaniels?
Yeah, spend a little too much time in Miami.
All right, we're talking about your free agency. Not
I
mine.
know, but I had to.
It has claimed him, hasn't it? It's changed his personality.
Gee, I wonder why.
Long way
He
from
went from a nerd to being a fucking coke dealer.
I don't know how we're talking about America
there.
right
He used
now,
to be in
right?
DC. He used to be in DC.
True. Okay. So free agency. Listen, we got Jameis Winston, Russell Wilson. We knocked it out of the park for what the Giants usually do. You know, they've had some bad signings like Brandon Marshall, Kenny Golladay. Like there have been some real bad free agency signings. So, this is an A. It's like in A Christmas Story when she's like A plus, like across the chalkboard. This is where we're at because the Giants actually have a plan at quarterback. And I don't think the other 31 fan bases truly understand how important this is and how excited we are just to have somewhat of a plan.
Okay. I appreciate that.
Since you threw my Dolphins in there, yes, I do know what it means not to have a franchise quarterback, so trust in that. I did want to mention, too, bolstered up the defense a little as well in your offseason. Javon Holland from America's team, the Miami Dolphins, is pretty nasty. You guys have signed him, got some defensive linemen in there as well. Yeah. And beefed up that offensive line also. So the Giants are definitely, I like what you said, they definitely have a plan going forward, and that's important. So good on you, Nikki. A++. All right, what do you think? Let's go to the Commanders, my brother. Wole, what's up? Give me a grade. Talk about some of the guys that you like.
Grade, I'll give him a B plus with a curve because most of the stuff happened with trades, not really free agent signings. Kinlaw is a guy that obviously was highly touted when he came out of South Carolina. Didn't really reach his full potential with San Francisco or even with the Jets, but he's a guy that to me he has the size that Washington needs. They were terrible stopping the run last year. They lost Jonathan Allen, so in terms of just the interior, he's a guy that they're going to rely on to help stop the run and bring some physicality. But obviously, we're talking about their offseason. I mean, getting Tunsil, Laramie Tunsil, getting Deebo Samuel. So it's like a home run for what they need. They needed the left tackle to protect Jaden Daniels. Now they got one of the best premier left tackles in football. And then also, I mean, obviously we don't know what's going on with the Terry McLaurin situation right now, but you get Deebo Samuels, a guy who's a playmaker. He's not the typical, wide receiver and to a point of route running, but he's a playmaker. You get the ball in his hands, he can do work with it. So I just, in that regard, if we're talking about free agency, I wasn't high on free agency, but the trade moves, I would give them a curve and say like a B plus.
I like it. I like what they did. I like Deebo Samuel there. We had a show a couple months ago before we weren't focusing on the teams. We're just talking about guys we like. And I love Deebo Samuel because the Commanders like to throw screen passes to the receiver. And guess what Deebo Samuel likes to do? And now you got the Terry McLaurin situation, so it's even better. I feel like he's definitely rising in my ranks. I know Justin's a big hater for Deebo, but I like what they did. I like what I think it's, and again, you guys were really good.
Man. That's why.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you got Trent. I'm mad, bro. You got Trent. I'm mad. I'm still mad.
He also
you could chalk that up to Dan Snyder's great management moves. He's been doing that forever, hasn't he?
You ain't lying.
Hey, man.
Yeah, so good.
Be happy for Trent, though. He won his lawsuit in the cancer thing, and then he booked the fuck out of there because that was a fucking shitty thing that happened with him. And before you say anything, Commish, I ain't no hater. I'm just a truth teller. Deebo got fat, bro. He got real fat.
He lost weight, though. No, he's back. He lean now.
Oh, yeah.
He's back, though. He lean now. Believe me.
You gotta get in the camp, man. Exactly.
But he was fat, though. He was fat.
He was fat.
He leaned up, though.
That
Believe me.
I need
Like,
picture
that was every offseason. He'd get fucking like 30 pounds heavier. He'd come into minicamp. You'd be like, what the fuck, dude? Did he eat the entire Subway? Like, what's
You know,
going
who
on?
was like that? Eddie Lacy, remember?
Yeah, Eddie
He
Lacy.
came in fat as fuck.
Yeah.
He's so fat.
Nice.
I got
Eddie
you. I
Lacy had
got
his
you.
jersey popping out of his stomach, popping out of the jersey all the time.
He's like Winnie the Pooh and shit. Like, belly hanging out.
Like,
He
I
did.
love that.
All right,
not
so
wrong.
I like what the Commanders did. They were a good football team last season, almost great, pretty much. I mean, they turned it on when it mattered last year, towards the clutch. So I love what they did for this team this offseason as well. So looking up in the NFC East, that's for sure. Let's go to the draft. All right, John. Let's go, Nikki. Back to you. Give me a grade for the Giants draft and talk about. Well, other than Jackson Dart, no, I'm just kidding. Talk about some of the guys you like coming in.
No, obviously we got to talk about Jackson Dart. No, Abdul Carter. Well, I give them an A. This was a great draft for them. They really, really did a good job. Finally, it seems like they actually did their homework. I mean, I was pissed when they just had to get that like moral victory win, right? They were a 2-win team and they were sitting pretty at the 1 spot, and then they just had to fuck around and win that meaningless game. And I was like, wow, it just dropped, you know. But listen, I guess it all worked out. Abdul Carter is a beast, but he is a beast. So to be able to get this kid it was amazing. And he is like coming as advertised. Listen, it is training camp. We don't know till we get on the field. The Giants do this all the time, right? Like that's why Colts fans are like, oh my God, Daniel Jones, relax. This is the Kool-Aid he makes you drink and then get on the field on Sunday. So relax over there. The Jackson Dart, I mean, looks like he might actually be something here for the Giants. We'll see. But I think having Russell Wilson, knowing that Jameis Winston is there for 2 years, specifically to mentor this kid and talk about what are we seeing on the field, what's going on. And Jackson Dart, he audibled to that touchdown during the preseason game. So, you know, something Daniel Jones has never done in his life.
Or wasn't allowed to.
Ever.
Dart did look good. Dart
looked good. He doesn't know what Easy Pass is, but he looked good. He's
I
got
like
like
how you
thousands
slid
of
in
dollars in fines and Easy Pass. So welcome to New Jersey.
What's your thoughts on Cam Scatterboo and like his positioning in this running back? We'll get to more a little bit, you know, in the fantasy part of it. But what do you think of him, his addition to the team?
Yeah, he looks solid. I think everyone doesn't understand. So, you know, like Twitter is just full of people who just want to speak just to speak for the fuck of it. I swear these people have never watched a football game in their life. So like he's so fast. And I'm like, define fast, because like, yeah, like he looks good, but he's slow getting off like he's a trucker. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not fast. He looks like the kid. I said this on Twitter. He looks like the kid that sold me my CDs that could be burned at my weed dealer in high school. Like he just looks like that guy, like that I like, you know, with the chains and Seaside, like selling CDs out of his trunk. That's what he looked like. So yeah, I think he's solid, but he's not fast to me. That he's not a fast running back. So I don't know what people are seeing when they say he's so fast.
Well, you know, if you go to a Giants game this season, bring $10. Scatterboo got your dime bag ready for you.
I know. Well, it was $10 for my CD plus the weed. Well, you know what? I never paid for the weed, so what am I talking about?
And I just think anytime people who don't watch football regularly see a running back catching passes downfield, like anywhere more than 10 yards down the field, they just assume it's because he's fast, when really it's a mixture of route running and proper play design, and that's what it is. Like you don't have to be fast to do that. You just have to be in the right spot.
Well, I said that. I said I don't think you guys understand what the word fast means. And of course, they all came at me.
He's sneaky fast. That's probably the good word for him.
I think he can truck you and run you over, but I don't think he's fast.
Right, I got you. All right, let's go to the Commander side. Now, you said a minute ago you grade free agency on a curve. With 5 picks, you're going to have to grade this one on a curve, too. What'd you give me a grade for that draft of the Commanders?
It's crazy because I used to get trolled on X because I thought it was trash, and then, like Commander fans would come at me. But then they would kind of throw in the trades. It's kind of like that's how they kind of leveled it out. I didn't like the draft that much, to be honest with you. I did like I like Trey Amos. That was a 2nd round pick. Trey Amos. I think he's going to be a problem. He's having a great camp. Also, and that's the cornerback. I'm sorry. And also, I like they drafted Connerly in the first round, the kid from Oregon, to be like the right tackle. Not the biggest. I'm gonna wait and see with him because I felt like in that draft during the first round, a lot of players I felt like Washington could have like went after that would have helped their team right now. Connerly at the moment is more. He's still young. He's still like undersized right tackle. He's kind of low. He's light. He's a young boy, right? So I feel like you'll get the best out of him in a couple of years. But he's super athletic though. Like super athletic, has a lot of potential. So if I had to like grade it out, it would be a C because I think the only person that I feel like they can help him just off the rip would be Trey Amos. I think Trey Amos is the guy that has potential Pro Bowl talent in terms of the cornerback position. But I'm a Michigan fan. I wanted Will Johnson, so it is what it is.
It's hard to make do with 5 picks, but they did. I think they did okay with them. But yeah, I feel you on that. All right, let's move on before we get to our next segment. Our boy Brian Scott from the Injury List podcast. We like to do this fun segment called Percent to the Bench, where he takes a couple players and gives a percent of how if they'll hit the bench or not. I can't even spit it out tonight. Let's hear about those Washington Commanders from the doc.
The Percent to Bench from the Injured List podcast. Brought to you by Fast Draft Fantasy and NeuroGuard Plus Mouth Guards.
All right, summarizing up the NFC East and bringing it to an end with the Washington Commanders, kicking it off with Brian Robinson Jr. at the running back position. You know, ever since he was shot in the leg twice during an attempted robbery back in 2022, which caused him to miss 4 games, he's played well with no major injuries reported last season, and he continues to have an incrementally strong role in that backfield. He's presumed healthy and active in drills this preseason so far, but throughout the years, he's missed on average of 1.5 games since entering the NFL due to various soft tissue injuries. We're giving him a 20% score to the bench. Terry McLaurin, there was no significant injuries for him during the 2024 period. As he enters this season under contract negotiations, potentially as a trade option, there's no injury concerns. He's not missed much time over the last several seasons, and his current holdout could affect that if he's not keeping himself in proper conditioning. If he wasn't a holdout, I'd only give him a 5% score to the bench. But since this is going on a little bit longer than I hoped, we're going to up that to 10% score to the bench for Terry McLaurin. And then, of course, Deebo Samuel. He missed portions of the season in San Francisco, but when he joined the Commanders in the offseason, he seemed to be doing well. He had a jammed finger during second padded practice and left early. They were awaiting updates on that as of Monday. Over the years, he's had numerous soft tissue injuries, but it's only been the last 2 to 3 years where he's missed significant time. There has been video and numerous rumors about him looking much heavier and slower than he has in the past. And for this, I am concerned that he could be on a much higher injury trajectory. We're giving him a 25% score to the bench. That's your Washington Commanders. Back to you, Coop.
Yeah, had to bring up the chub in there. Indeed.
I know. Right. He's not even that fat anymore. We got to end this narrative. He ain't that fat anymore.
I don't know.
Heard it here first on TSS.
I'm telling you, he's not fat. Right? He's faster too now. What's up with this narrative? Jeez.
Faster?
He's a bunch of fatties over there.
Look, man, he put down the donuts. He good now. Deebo good now.
Faster than when he wasn't 29. Like,
I'm just saying, like he's Deebo looks really good from what I've heard. Deebo looks really good again.
I'll trust
from reliable sources. He looks really good.
I love it.
Because I was the first one. I won't lie. I was the first one to say, dude, stop eating, bro. Stop eating. I was the first dude. And I got folks who follow me were like, look, man, you hating? Why you hating? I'm like, bro, you look at the tape. I ain't hating. He fat. He ain't.
It's real talk.
Just saying.
All right. Well, we talked about what was. Let's talk about what is. Let's do some season predictions.
When this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious shit.
Some serious shit indeed. Let's get on with it and talk about. Let's go to Wale first. Let's talk about those Commanders. Tell me first. How far do you think this Commander team's going to go, and give me their record?
See, it's messed up. See, you're going. See, I usually do predictions because I feel like an African curse on folks. Let's see. Dang, like you really got me on this one.
Listen, we don't know the voodoo
We
that
didn't
you
get
do.
the trivia yet. Don't get stumps now.
I'm just saying. All right. I feel like Washington. I think it's going to be difficult. It's not going to be. They're not going to have the same record they had last year. Last year was a really good season. I think there will be a playoff team. And they can go far in the playoffs. I'm not saying they can't do that, but I think that team, like they had a lot of close victories. I still think they can get to double-digit wins. I feel like they can win like 10 to 11 games. But it's going to be tougher. It definitely is. You know, like anything, the NFL, especially these defenses, they get smart. They saw you the first time. Things won't be that easy the second time, right? So it's all about how like their offense, like Cliff Kingsbury, Jayden Daniels, how they tackle this tackle this training camp and prepare themselves like for the season, because these teams they're watching all the tape. They're gonna watch all of last year's tape, so it's up to them to kind of take that next step forward and to adjust.
Yeah, absolutely, and see how they adjust to those adjustments. So it'll be interesting to see. Nikki, how about them Giants? Give me a record for them, and I won't ask you how far they'll go.
Why, thank you. Thank you for sparing me. Over-unders at 5.5, right? So I think it was rock bottom last year. And listen, it cannot get any worse. Like Daniel Jones, he got hurt, and then it was just, quarterback chaos from there. So you actually have Russell Wilson, who, we saw him for like 2 seconds in the preseason game, but he's decisive with the ball. We haven't seen that in 6 years. Forgive us. We're a little out of sorts. I don't know what to do with myself. I think logically you have to kind of say, okay, even if the worst happens, Russell Wilson gets hurt, you got to put Jameis Winston in or Jackson. I have to believe they'll do at least 6 or 7 wins. Like, I just can't see, like, you won 3 last year. I have to believe that, this combination with like Russell Wilson, Malik Neighbors, Wan'Dale Robinson, like that alone, I'm shaky on the offensive line, but I think that alone is going to get you 3 more, opening up the offense. So I'm going to go 6 or 7. They have the toughest schedule. So some fans are like, 11, 12 wins. And I think they're, on crack, obviously. Maybe they need a day in Miami or something, but like, 6 or 7.
I'm with you on that. I'll take the over on that all day. Yeah. And I will say, though, to me, and I always say this every year, the strength of schedule shit is garbage. We don't know what these teams are like, and so I'm not worried. I wouldn't worry about their schedule until we start seeing these teams.
Have you seen it though? Have you seen the Giants get? I mean, it's brutal. It is really, truly brutal. It's bad.
It's brutal now, but like I said, as the season goes on, injuries happen. These teams aren't as good as we may think they may be. So that, but I'm with you. I think they're over 5.
I think over. Come on, everybody, over 5.5. Like
it's such a good line because I'm right at 5 or 6, honestly. So that is such a hard line that I wouldn't touch.
Listen, shut up. Put your finger the other way.
I think they actually. It's crazy. I think their defense is like probably going to be one of the top defenses in the NFL. I think their front four. Their front four is crazy, to be real with you. And just because the rotating bodies, you got even though folks don't like Thibodeau as much, but he's still a guy that can get you double-digit sacks. Thibodeau, Burns. I mean, we're not even talking about Carter. What's the kid from the kid from Clemson, right? On the inside that you all have. The D tackle. I forgot his name.
This is a rivalry show. Stop being so nice.
No, I'm just saying, like they're nasty. They are like nasty.
Big prediction. I was on a couple other podcasts, and they were like, "What's your big prediction?" And I said that I don't think the Commanders are going to have like a sophomore slump, and apparently that's like a big prediction. I think the Commanders are like going to keep pace with where they were at. I don't see them. Some people think they're going to fall all the way off. I don't think that's going to happen.
It's not going to happen.
You know what? I do like that you call him. I do like that you call him Russell Wilson, because I stopped calling him Russell Wilson like years ago. I call him Sierra's husband. That's why I call him. That's why I don't call him Russell Wilson anymore. Yeah, he hasn't been Russell Wilson in a long time. He's like
look us to 6 wins over here. 7 wins.
Oh my god!
How far he's fallen.
Let's go Sierra's husband.
Let's get to the skill positions. Okay, so let's go back to Wale and let's talk about Jayden Daniels. Last year, he finished 5th overall. Right now, they got him ranked 3rd. So a little bit better. I mean, he's top 5. I mean, you can't really beat that. But what do you think? Do you think he stays on that pace? Or is he down a little, or is he our number 1 QB?
I think he stays on that pace. He's such a bright kid. Like that's the most important thing. He's a bright kid. He strives to be better. He's humble. You know what I mean? Like, I hate that he used to get compared to RG3 because it's totally different. Like they're so different. One is like trying to get better, trying to build his craft, works with his teammates, works with his coaching staff. So it's always, and when he's failing, he's always leaning on to like the vets to kind of help him to figure out, okay, what did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? What did I do here? Well, whatnot. So I think he's on the, with his athletic ability and also his intellect to play the quarterback position. I just think that he's on the way upwards. I don't want people that like what he did last year was special. So anything less than in terms of what he did last year, some people are going to say sophomore slump. I don't look at it that way. I look at it like it's the NFL. Like people said that about CJ Stroud last year. CJ Stroud still got some playoffs and won a playoff game. So it is what it is. So I'm like that with Jaden. I think Jaden's on the same trajectory like a CJ Stroud. Like how we talked about CJ Stroud from year 1 to year 2. Same thing with Jaden.
Yeah, and some people just don't get it's situational football. I mean, the fact is you guys will be playing different teams at different times, and you may be up 20 points and not have to throw the ball. It all factors play into it. So I'm with you on that. I still think Jaden's a top 5 QB no matter what. Definitely would be grabbing him. But LeDuc, what do you think? What do you think of? Are you drafting Jayden Daniels whenever you can?
100%. Jayden Daniels, top 5 QBs is an easy slam dunk for me. So there's really not much else to say about it. Honestly, I will just say it was a preseason game. If he were to get hurt, Mariota didn't look bad. What I saw about Mariota was like, I'm sure it was against, I know it was against 2, 3rd, 4th strings, whatever. But what I saw out of Mariota was that he placed the ball where it needed to be, and that's something that can carry through no matter what string you're playing. So, like, if for some reason Daniels got hurt because he's mobile, he throws, we'll see what happens. If you were to get hurt, I'm not necessarily going to look at Mariota and be like, oh, this team is done. But Daniels easily top 5 QB in my opinion.
Yeah, putting the ball where it needs to be, and he's got a little bit of juice still in them legs, a little bit. So, I mean, like you said, not a bad fallout and a great backup, certainly for Jaden. All right, Nikki, let's go to those Giants. I got Russell Wilson ranked 24th last year, different team, different situation. So right now they have him ranked 30th, which is, I mean, I don't think he's that far back. But they also have Jackson Dart 32nd. So it feels like from the community, they think Jackson Dart eventually will take over this job. So what are your thoughts on that? Tell me about Russell Wilson and Jackson Dart. Where you think, do you think you have enough confidence to draft every one of these guys?
I think if you're the type where you're just kind of like waiting till the last minute to grab like a decent serviceable QB, I think Russell Wilson will do you just fine. I mean, I don't think he's going to put up crazy amounts of points, but like if the rest of your roster is solid, sometimes I do that. The whole Jackson Dart thing, like I just want to caution everybody. It was one preseason game. Like he is a rookie and there's a plan in place for a reason. Like I don't think we'll see him on the field this season. I know people are like, oh, by week 4 or whatever. Just understand, like if Russell Wilson gets hurt, they probably go to Jameis Winston, right? Unless they're going to throw Dart in there. I don't think so. I'm just like, let's let this kid learn. Like, I feel like today's NFL is draft the kid and throw him in there. How many times have we seen a quarterback, they do this sink or swim and they just sink, right? Like, I'm fine with him sitting for a year. We don't know what we're going to get out of him. Like, I think he'll be the real deal, but like let him learn. Let him learn. So, I mean, I'm not opposed to Russell Wilson. I think he's going to do I think that ranking is a little unfair, but
I'm with you on that. I think the only reason, like I had mentioned, is I think maybe Jackson Dart's going to eventually take over, depending on their record and all that kind of jazz. So I'm assuming
it could be December or something, or if the season's whatever. Like, I hope not.
Yeah. But I'm with you. I think Russell Wilson is serviceable if you need, if you're definitely in need of one. But Justin, let's hear your thoughts on Russell and Jackson Dart. Are you looking for possibly a late round pick for either one of these two?
Well, this is so perfect. Coop knows my natural inclination for Russell Wilson is to say that he is the worst quarterback to ever walk the planet. And You know, I'm just going to stick with this. Every time Russell Wilson is ever successful, it's because he's in a run-dominant offense that allows him to just do play action. When they tried to make it his team in Denver, what happened? His Hall of Fame career went straight down the toilet because they found out, guess what?
All 16 of them.
Yeah. He's just that. He's the guy that's great for that spot where he's not relying on too much other than just the play action. But you know what? He'll have Malik Neighbors.
I was gonna say he didn't have Malik Neighbors in Denver, and you got to see them. They really have some fantastic chemistry. Tyrone Tracy. I mean, I don't think it's gonna be as bad as people are saying. Justin, I feel like you just want to. You're like on the hate train tonight. Like maybe you should go. I don't know.
It's nothing personal. It's nothing personal. Are you going to put me in the corner? Are you going to put me in the corner over there?
I think you're being a real hater. I've got enough hate this week, so like.
To be fair, I've kind of set that up, Nikki, because I already knew and he was already giving some hate earlier, and I know how much he hated Russell Wilson, so I kind of set that up.
It's nothing personal, Nikki. It's only your quarterback. Your quarterback can go straight to retirement for all I care.
And you want to know why he's saying that? We just did the Seahawks-Niners show, and looking at the stats the Seahawks have pretty much did.
Yeah, we get it. We get it. We can move on.
And Russell Wilson, not for nothing, he could say he's dominate their stats. So Russell Wilson, very capable. I think he's going to be.
I see why you're being a bitter Betty. Okay.
Well, and to defend Russell Wilson too, he's fallen off as far as like a lot of the passing stats, but he's still a top 10 deep ball guy. And when he's got, like you said, Malik Neighbors. And don't forget about Jalen Hyatt sitting down there. We're going to talk about him in just a little bit here, too. Like, he's got some targets now that we'll see what happens. I could see him pop up every now and then.
Jalen Hyatt?
I know.
He did. Who's ranked 157th.
Jeez. Let me scroll all the way down.
He's a young guy. Just don't sleep on him. Just saying.
All right.
Sarah's husband
got the knees of an 85-year-old.
All right, just like Russell Wilson says, Wale, let's ride and get to the running backs. The Commanders, Brian Robinson Jr. finished 29th last season. They got him ranked 28th this season, so they feel like it's right around the same. They do have Austin Eckler a little bit farther down. He finished 34th last year. Have him 58th this season. Is there anyone else you feel that we should be mentioning in here? And what do you think of these running backs looking at the target?
No, I think those two are the top Commander running backs. I know a lot of folks like Krosky and Merritt out of New Mexico. He was a 7th round pick. He's talented. They call him Bill. He's fast, but again, he's like right now he's like 4th in the depth chart. So I don't rely on anybody a 7th rounder 4th on the depth chart. But I think Brian Robinson, it's a contract year, so take that how you want to take it. So obviously he's got some incentive, he has some motivation. So I expect him to have his best if he can stay healthy. Because there's one thing about B-Rob, if he can stay healthy, he can put up numbers. It's just he just tends to get hurt at towards like the end of the season. So he's not you don't get the best value of B-Rob, especially during fantasy football in that particular point in time in playoff time. But I think B-Rob is a guy that you can definitely rely on as a 3rd or 4th running back on your squad. You know what I mean? But I wouldn't say the top 2 running back on your squad, but definitely a 3rd or 4th dude on your squad.
Yep, not bad options. Andrew LeDuc, what you think, my friend? What do you think of these running back options?
Yeah, I mostly agree. I would say I want to give a little more love to JCM there, just because in both Robinson and Eckler do have the injury history. And Eckler's a 30-year-old running back, JCM, 24 years old. I mean, there's a good chance he's going to get some opportunities just based off of an injury this year. And with his explosiveness, I just feel like I'm not basing my team around him or anything. I'm not drafting him as a top 2 guy, but he's someone that I'm looking to get on my bench for sure. And someone that you can easily draft, where I guarantee you most 12-team leagues out there, home leagues, whatever, they're not even looking at this guy's name. They wouldn't recognize it at all. So you can easily get him as a last pick or a second to last pick, whatever, and stash him on your bench for a little bit. So he's a target for mine for sure, because I think Austin Eckler at the age of 30, I think we've seen what he can do at this point. But yeah, B-Rob I think is a safe floor kind of guy, like you said, a flex running back, safe floor, but don't expect him to take the top off for your weekly.
Yeah.
It's ironic, as you said that, LeDuc, because I was in preparation for the show. I was looking at rankings, for these particular teams, and I saw Ja'Cory up, and I'm like, who the hell is that? And I had to look up what was going on with that. So I read a little bit about him. So it's funny you mentioned that because I didn't know who the hell he was. So again. Like you mentioned, though, with the injury history, could be somebody to stash, especially in Dynasty, somebody to stash and see what happens later on for sure. All right, Nikki, let's talk about those Giants running backs. We got Tyrone Tracy. He finished this surprised me. He finished 26th last season. I guess I didn't realize how well he did last year. ADP right now. Got him 32nd. We know Cam Scatterbo didn't play last year, but his ADP is 29th, almost right behind Tyrone Tracy. And Devin Singletary had a decent season last year, 46th overall. ADP right now, 68. So are you looking to stash any of these guys for your rosters?
I think Tyrone Tracy, if you can get him, grab him. He's going to get the lion's share of the work. Scatterbo, you have to he's got that hamstring injury. So I don't know what those first 4 weeks or so are going to look like. To be fair, I've had a hamstring injury since I was 17 years old. It still hasn't healed the right way. So you just never know, right? Singletary, I'm if he's there and I need him, fine, but I'm certainly not going to go out of my way or reach for him or anything. But I would say Tyrone Tracy, out of them. Yeah.
It's funny you say that because every time, and I don't have to do it much lately, but anytime I need to sprint, I still feel my hamstring. I must have tweaked it a long time ago, and I still feel it. So I feel what you're saying with that. Those are
worst. I landed in a jump split the wrong way. And I used to dance competitively, and we were rehearsing, and I felt, this is so gross, but I heard it and felt it rip, and I was just stuck in my split, and I was like, oh my God. And it's still it still hasn't healed right. I still have to get treatment for it.
That's so ironic. That's exactly how I injured mine. All right, well, let's get Justin, what do you think of these running backs, Justin? Are you drafting any of these Giants running backs?
He's going to trash everybody because he's in a mood.
I think it's almost as bad as the idea of seeing you do a jump split.
I don't want to see it.
Wow. Just wow.
How about if I lose trivia, Coop has to do a jump split? How about that?
Ooh, I love it. Yes.
Nobody want to see that.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think we all do. We all just said we want to see it.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this. I second that notion. I think that you should do that.
So Wale, you got your assignment now, right? Throw the fucking game.
Yeah, I see.
The $20 will be in PayPal.
All right, let's talk about the Giants running back, Justin. Quit talking about me splitting.
But yeah, I think actually this is a good running back room. I tend to agree with Nikki on that. I want Tracy. If I get Tracy, I do want to pad myself with Scatterbo just because I feel like there could be a transition point. A lot of the times with teams that are a little bit on the not so great side, they tend to have injuries at those positions. So you could possibly see a transition to Scatterbo later on in the season. And then kind of like Nikki said, you would not catch me near Coop doing a split squat with Devin Singletary because that guy I just do not. I do not know how he still has a job in the league. He's not very good at football. Maybe it's just because he knows playbooks and he's gone through a million of them. So, he knows everybody's
that
system.
helps. That helps. Knowing a playbook that helps a little bit.
Every one of them, right? Because he's been to every freaking team at this point.
Every team, yeah. Listen. Also, keep in mind the Giants' offensive line is being retweaked again for the 900th time for the 12th year in a row. So, and they don't always create running lanes for these guys. So, I'm a little hesitant on any Giants running back.
I'm going to give Nikki some good cred right now because she came on our show. I don't remember when Tyrone Tracy was a rookie. Was it last year, the year before, whatever it was?
No, it's last year.
Yeah, so you came on our show, and I remember they were projecting Devin Singletary to be the starter. I remember specifically asking you, all right, so who's going to be the head of this run? Because it ain't going to be Devin Singletary. You know, we were all kind of joking, and you called out Tyrone Tracy, said he was going to be the guy, and we got behind it. So good.
I tend to be right. Just could you tell everybody one more time? Just tell all the fan bases that I tend to be right.
Mickey is always right.
Thank you.
All
Just
right?
not in trivia.
Just not a trivia. I'm losing that shit. I don't care. I'm losing it. I know it was just your birthday, but you're gonna give us a present tonight. That's what's going on.
Oh Lord. All right, Wale, let's go. Let's talk about the receiving core of the Commanders. We'll bring in the tight end as well with this discussion. Terry McLaurin, obviously, we got some issues with the contract. We'll see about that. Ranked 7th last year, ADP right now at 12th. Deebo Samuel finished 44th last year. ADP right now is 52nd, which I think is totally too low. I threw in Noah Brown and Luke McCaffrey. They ranked 87th right now for Noah Brown. Luke McCaffrey is 126th. I'll tell you that. And Zach Ertz right now, last season, surprisingly finished 7th, but right now ADP 24th. I don't know where this drop off is. So Wale, talk to us about this whole receiving group and some guys you're looking at.
Terry, we need you back, buddy. Like Deebo, we'll see. I think Deebo will be fine in terms of how they're going to utilize him. But I think he would be way better with Terry out there. It would be easier for him. Luke McCaffrey, that's like more of a nepotism hire draft. Adam Peters, McCaffrey's they're tight because that dude ain't show nothing. I'm sorry, that dude ain't show nothing. Then when you go like Noah Brown, Noah Brown is productive when he can get on the field, but he's always hurt. That's his career. So I'm just no knock on Noah Brown. And Zach Ertz, he should be higher because Zach Ertz, that's Jaden Daniels' #1 target. He loves Zach Ertz. Like that is a fact. So like Zach Ertz if Jaden Daniels out there on the field, Zach Ertz will get touches.
What was his rank? What was he?
Right now they got his. Well, this was a couple days ago when I looked at it, but they got him ranked 24th.
Fantasy Pros has his ADP at 18 right now.
That was NFL. The one I got him off was the NFL.com fantasy. So tomato 18-24. To me, that's way too low, especially with Terry McLaurin. Maybe not playing. I mean, hello.
He's the #1 option in the red zone. Like he is like he should be higher. And I know maybe people look at age, but he's still playing. He still plays tight end at a higher level. He gets open. He knows how to get open. And again, especially in the red zone, he knows how to find those spaces in the zone and those small tight windows. I think he should be much higher than that. Like to be honest with you.
Yeah, because you guys are saying Jaden Daniels top 5 QB, and if Zach Ertz is his mate, those rankings don't even make sense.
Right? No, agreed. I talked about this a couple shows. I think when we did the Jags and a couple other where they have the Jags, they have Brian Thomas Jr. up way high. They got Hunter up way high, and they got him low. I'm like, well, who's throwing in the ball? It doesn't make any sense. Yeah. So I'm with you on that. Some of those numeric anomalies are really weird. But I'm with you, Wale. Completely undervalued. If you guys are doing your drafts, and you're looking at that tight end board, once those big boys go away and you're looking for some value, there's Zach Ertz is definitely your guy. But Duke, what do you think though? Talk about these pass catchers for the Commanders.
Yeah, totally agree about Zach Ertz. He's in that kind of range to me where Zach Ertz, Tyler Warren, Evan Ingram, these are guys that people it's almost like it drops off. Once those guys are at the top of the board in your draft for tight end, people are like, okay, I can wait on tight end. And I get it, but they're guys that are going to help you. The Commanders are going to pay Terry. This is all posturing. It's going to happen. Terry's not going anywhere. He's not coming to my Pats, even though I would love it. It's not happening. He's going to be a Commander because they're not going to piss off Jaden Daniels. That's his guy. That they have the chemistry very rarely seen that fast with a rookie quarterback. So Terry McLaurin will be a Commander. He's gonna be ready for Week 1. I have no doubt about that at all. I'm lesser on Deebo Samuel than you are, but like you said, behind him, Luke McCaffrey, Noah Brown, it's like nothing to get too excited about. Zach Ertz 100% is the next guy behind Terry McLaurin for me, because I am lower on Deebo Samuel. If I had to pick another receiver that I think could, from like a streamer standpoint, pop off every now and then, it would be Noah Brown over Luke McCaffrey. I've always liked Noah Brown. That's his role. He's like that number 4 guy who can fill in every now and then and get a surprise play, but Terry's going to be okay. I have no worries about Terry. All this is doing right now, this contract talk, is giving me value.
I will mention the rookie. I didn't mention this rookie, Jalen Lane out of Virginia Tech. So he's supposed to be sorry about that. He's looked great in camp. So he's supposed to be the guy that is the home run threat. Like he runs a 4.3. He's the guy that, and I'm only gonna lie to you. Like I remember when Terry was drafted at Ohio State, I was like, who? Like we got the worst kid from Ohio State. We didn't even get the best one. Like that roster. I'm a Michigan fan, so I know that roster had nothing but dogs. I was like, Terry's like a third option on that squad. But Jalen Lane reminds me of how folks talked about Terry in camp. Like it's the same exact way, and how he kind of broke onto the Saints. So Jalen Lane, if anything, I would put him at the number 3 receiver. Yeah, that's what I would do. But again, I don't like to rely on rookies. That's just too much. That's too much pressure.
No, I could see that, and I think that I do think the Commanders will pay Terry because this is a newer ownership group here. They're now on the fans are on their side because of after the season they had last year. They're finally relevant again. There's no way they'd be stupid to disrupt all that. They're gonna pay him. They're gonna pay him.
There's a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of jockeying right now going on. I'll let that be. Yeah, it's a lot of posturing right now.
Next week, I guarantee. Next week, the contract's coming down. Next week,
I'm gonna hold you to that, Andrew. All right.
You owe us a jump split, Andrew. If you're not right, you owe us a jump split next week.
You know what? I did like a month ago. I did a jump split at a wedding, and I very badly bruised my hip, but I did not rip the rental suit. So.
Oh, man, that was more like a half split, I bet.
No, it was way too much of a full split, and it was to Footloose.
Oh, okay. All right. I like it. That's definitely dorky. All right, let's go on to the pass catchers for the Giants, Nikki. We know Malik Neighbors. I mean, what else can we say? He was ranked 6th last year. Current ADP is the number 4. Wan'Dale Robinson had a decent year last year, finished 36 overall. But the ADP right now has him 73rd. Darius Slayton, Jalen Hyatt, and I could talk about your tight ends, but I don't even know who the hell plays tight ends. Daniel Bellinger.
Could you tell me who they are? Could you tell me who our tight ends are?
Well, right now, Theo Johnson slated as your starter, and Daniel Bellinger is like the second guy. I'm assuming Theo Johnson's the blocker, and maybe Daniel comes in on pass. I don't even know.
No, Bellinger's the block. That's the tight end's a mess. I mean, it's
Evan Ingram anymore. He's not there anymore.
Huh? Did you say Evan Ingram
anymore? I'm joking, Nikki.
God, and I was going to give you my big, bold Patriots prediction too, but never mind.
So talk about these pass catchers for the Giants, Nikki. Are you drafting, obviously, after Neighbors? Any drafting any other guys?
Yeah, don't sleep on Wan'Dale Robinson. He's got some really great chemistry going with Russell Wilson, and he's like, he's starting to run those deep routes. I think what everybody needs to keep in mind is there's an actual quarterback now. So you could shit all over the Giants. I get it. They've been the butt of the joke. I've been highly critical of them. That's why I get myself in a lot of trouble in the press room and with their communications department. But you have to remember, like, now there's a competent quarterback there who is decisive with the ball. And even if it's not him, then there's 2 more who are more competent than Daniel Jones, ever was. So I think all of these guys are going to be much, much better. I wouldn't sleep on Wan'Dale Robinson. I get why people are now, but I wouldn't sleep on him. Jalen Hyatt, listen, I like the kid. I interviewed him his rookie year a few times. Like I was rooting for him. I don't think they utilized him the right way, but I think there was just so much with like, where's Saquon going? Daniel Jones just couldn't get the ball down the field, couldn't play to Jalen Hyatt's talents, couldn't call the offense they wanted to. Like Brian Dable, like he's off Ozempic, he's fat and happy now, he's got his guy. Like All these things are working in our favor. So everybody keep that in mind when you're drafting. That's all I'm saying.
No Ozempic. Heard. Got it. I like when they do those commercials and they're like, if you're allergic to Ozempic, don't take it.
Right. But you know what?
Look like a walking skeleton and add 20. Look like you're
while they're jumping in the air, going like, "Yeah, this is the most amazing thing ever." And they're just like, if you experience bouts of diarrhea or blah 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 blah, you should start taking Ozempic.
Yeah, or if you're bleeding out the eyes.
But that's how dumb
Brian Dable was much thinner and cranky last year, and he had Daniel Jones, and now he's got his guy, and he's fatter, and I think he's back to eating his Wendy's that he was eating his first.
He was hanging out with Debo in off season. There you go.
Yeah, he's spent some time in
We're there now, so we're going. That's what we're doing.
That's what we do on the show.
That's what we're doing.
Each other.
You've missed a lot of episodes. We've been hating on Debo for weeks.
They've been hating on Debo. I've been on the Debo train for sure. Justin, what do you think, my friend, of these Giants pass catchers?
Yeah, I'll take Malik Neighbors, and that's about it. Actually, you know what? I was on Theo Johnson last year. If you remember, I was sparking Theo Johnson right when he was getting hot, and then he ended up I think, getting some sort of injury, whatever. But, I think he's still got some gas to him. Wan'Dale Robinson didn't even break 700 yards, and he had 93 catches. What the fuck are we
Daniel
doing there?
Jones is a quarterback. Daniel Jones and then Tommy Cutlets. I mean, come on.
Points, dude. Come on. That's better than
come on, man. Come on. We're asking Russell Wilson, who's been washed for about 700
You know what? You really
years now.
shouldn't even be on this show because you can't be. You're like Justina Anderson right now. You can't be objective. Okay, you're like a hack, like she is.
Hey, I might be one thing, but I'm not a hack like Russell Wilson, okay?
I think he's come full circle. He won his Super Bowl at MetLife, and now he's here. You watch. You just watch. Wait and see. The Giants are going to surprise everybody. They're not going to be as horrible as people think they are.
Nikki, my prediction is 5 wins, and they look better than they play. Like they're going to go out there. They're going to go on defense. They're going to be good. And if Washington doesn't get Terry in there, they might get to 7 wins because I think the Washington's going to be terrible.
Yeah, I agree.
Like I said before, I think her point on Wan'Dale Robinson is pretty spot on. With he finished, like I said, he might have only finished with 700 yards, but in PPR, all them catches definitely add up to points. 36 overall last year.
He had 140 targets last year. Okay,
right.
So
there's a reason people were picking him up for their playoff push.
Why are
Like
you
he was
talking to
a
Justin? Don't even talk to him today. Like
yeah, Justin.
How many drops is that
I'm
though?
gonna call you Justina.
His average was like 7 yards, like a catch. Like how many drops? That's 140, and he only caught 90 of them. Like they were like right in front of his face.
See how I set that up perfectly to get this banter going. So that's why I had Justin.
You know what? Let's see it. Pat that back. Pat that back, Cooper. Give yourself a pat.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
All right, before we kick this rivalry up a notch, let's hear from the Doc on his hometown New York Giants. Let's check it out.
The Percent to Bench from the Injured List podcast. Brought to you by Fast Draft Fantasy and NeuroGuard Plus mouth guards.
All right, here we go with my New York Football Giants, and we're kicking things off with Malik Neighbors. As a rookie, he had a couple of mild issues related to concussion, a hip flexor, a groin, a knee, and a toe, but still amassed 1,200 yards receiving with 7 touchdowns and set all kinds of rookie records for the Giants alongside Wan'Dale Robinson as a duo, finished the season strong. He had a shoulder scare earlier in camp, but it was nothing serious. He returned within a day or two. Coaches are going to manage his reps cautiously heading into the opening weekend of the season. We're giving him a 5% score to the bench and expecting big things from him with this new quarterbacks in the room. And speaking of Wan'Dale, he's our next up. He was limited by injuries early in his career, had an ACL injury to the knee back in 2022, is now entering year 2 after that surgery, and I expect big things, even though last season he had one of his most productive as a pro. We're giving him a 20% score to the bench. And then last up, new addition, Cam Skeetabo at the running back position. He had a hamstring injury in camp last week, and it's going to be managed very cautiously as we head into the opening week of the season here. We're giving him a 10% score to the bench, but the Giants are playing it smart, and they've got a plan in place to bring him back slowly, which I think is the wise move. That is your New York Football Giants, folks. Back to you, Commissioner Coop.
All right, don't mind. Don't mind Brian. He was listening to the Yin Yang Twins before he started out with a little skeet on there with Skeetabo. All right, listen, we're about to kick things up a notch.
Did you kick Justin out? Did you kick him out?
No, Justin taking himself out. He's backstage now.
He's backstage. He's our judge for this. I hate to tell you, Nikki, but
you're jump splitting. I'm done. I'm just sitting here gonna look pretty. That's it. I'm gonna fix my hair, and that's it. I'm cooked for this one.
It's just in case if you guys. The judge is in the back already. He's getting ready. All right, listen, I got to tell you, this is going to be, you guys been so nice to each other. We got to kick this up a notch a little bit. Get you guys fighting. So it's Commanders Giants rivalry time fantasy quiz show. Just to explain for those that are new, not I expect many, but if you
don't do that, don't do that.
I'm going to ask you guys a question. The first question is for both of you. You answer as quick as possible. Whoever gets it in gets control of the round. You got 5 answers on the board, and then you finish it out. If you can't finish it with 3 strikes, the other person gets a chance to steal it. All right, let's get it on. It's fantasy quiz show time.
There seems to be no sign of intelligence.
It's the fantasy quiz show.
Justin Jefferson.
Justin Jefferson. It's gonna be a long game. Not gonna be a long game tonight.
How come one of my clips isn't on there? I'll give you a good sound tonight, and you feed it in there.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Nikki. I got a little lazy this summer, so I was just like bumping. We're using the same thing.
I've heard Justin Jefferson intro for like 4 years now.
Don't worry, Nikki.
That's really funny. And Brad does come in every once in a while, so we like to mess with him with that. So,
and Nikki, the dumbass award video is new this year. Don't worry.
Oh, good. I should hear it.
Well, that's a real award.
Yeah, for like 3 years in a row. I'm going strong tonight.
All right, well, let's get it on. All right, so first question on the board, top 5 answers, and I'll say it again, just Commanders and Giants history. That's all we're talking here. So top 5 answers on your board. Here's your first question. Could be a layup at least. I'm looking again, all-time history. Who are the top 5 players with the most passing yards?
Between both our teams?
Yeah.
All right, there's Sam Baugh.
All right, Sam Baugh.
That is correct.
Sam Baugh is on the list. He is I got the wrong sheet up. He is number 5 on this list, 21,886. But you got control, Wale. What else you got?
Would it be Eli Manning?
Eli Manning. He is numero uno on this list, 57,023 yards. All right, you got 2 answers right. What else you got?
Oh, the rest is gonna be hard. Because Washington have a lot of top. It's Sonny Jurgensen.
Sonny Jurgensen.
Wow.
He's number 4 on the list, 22,585.
Well, you said you forgot shit, Wale. I know you didn't. You're a ringer.
You're missing number 2 and number 3. He didn't forget that. That's for sure. You're missing 2 and 3.
What I'm seeing here is, Nikki, you weren't kidding. You suck at this.
I told you guys I did. I told you guys I did. Do I ever come on here and not like tell the truth? I told you guys I did.
Now this is where I'm actually gonna get stuck. I'm gonna.
What was the question? What was the question? Over how many yards?
Most passing yards.
Oh, most passing yards.
This is where I'm gonna get stuck because I know my team. My team doesn't have that many great passers.
Yeah, me neither.
Shoot, Phil Simms.
Bills.
That was going to be long.
That's a good one. That's a
Is
good one.
number 2
I
on
thought
this
so.
list.
Dang.
Believe it or not, with 33,462. All right, you got no strikes and one answer left, and he's number 3 on the list.
I'm gonna have some strikes now. I'll say Billy Kilmer. Billy Kilmer. Would that be
Billy Kilmer?
Ooh, almost a clean sweep.
2 strikes left.
Nah, this is gonna be tough. I'm trying to think about the Giants. I can't think of any Giants quarterbacks. Now I gotta think about Washington quarterbacks, and that just sucks. Oh, Joe Theismann. Joe Theismann.
Joe Theismann. Joey Theismann close out the list. He's number 3, 25,206. All right, Wale got the first round. Let's go to round number 2.
Joe Theismann. Oh, snap.
No, I got that Joe Theismann autograph ball.
Oh, did you? Yeah, he's a talkative dude. He's a very talkative dude.
Okay, let's go top 5 answers on the board. Round number 2. And again, all-time Giants and Commanders history. I'm looking for the top 5 players with the most rushing yards.
Oh, yeah, I got to go. That's a good one.
Wait, who gets to go?
Either one. You got to shout it out.
You go first.
Saquon Barkley.
Saquon Barkley.
Oh, man.
Did not make the list. He was actually right below. He's pretty close, but he did not make the top 5. All right, Wale, you got a whole big mess of a lot of people.
Oh yeah, John Riggins.
John Riggins.
That is correct.
Is that the guy from
Number
Friday Night
2
Lights?
on the list, 7,472. All right, you got 4 left, Wale. You got control. What you got?
Oh, shoot.
Ooh, I got one. Damn
Well,
it.
you can't answer.
You can't answer, right?
Yep.
Yeah, not yet.
Save
Don't
it.
worry, I'll get it wrong. Don't worry.
No, I don't think you will.
I
Well, he's
will.
gonna get 3 wrong, so we'll see.
Give me dang. Why am I acting? Would it be Clinton Portis? Doesn't count though, does it?
Otis.
That is correct.
Oh, really?
There you go.
Okay.
Clinton
Okay.
Portis is number 4 on the list, 6,824.
Okay.
All right, you got no strikes.
All right. She wouldn't be old. I want to say Otis Anderson, but I'm not off by saying that. Otis Anderson.
Otis Anderson?
Yeah.
I interviewed him. But
Did you? Yeah, I used to watch
Did
him
not
when I was a
make the
kid.
cut.
That's why.
I interviewed him at Super Bowl.
Did you? Yeah, I used to
Yeah.
watch him a lot when I was a kid.
There's some big names on this list, I think.
Really? I'm trying
Yeah,
to think.
I think I know one. Can I just give him the I don't need the point.
Yeah.
No, that's how you gotta wait to steal, man. Come on.
Oh, I'm not like that. I'm just trying to win this as a team.
Let's see. Dang. Would Terry Allen count? Terry Allen?
Terry Allen.
That's wrong. I know it's wrong.
Incorrect. All right, you got 2 strikes. So you still got some meat on this bone here.
All right. I knew I was gonna get that one wrong. Oh, Tiki Barber. I'm tripping.
There we go. There we go.
That's what I was gonna say. That's
Yeah,
the only one I
I'm
know.
sorry,
So if you keep gotta get the rest
He's
of them. I don't know.
Nikki,
number
there's
1
another
on
big
the
one.
list, 10,400.
He's number 1, right? Yeah, I'm tripping. Why not?
Yeah, he's number 1. So you're missing number 3 and number 5, and you only got 1 strike left.
3 and 5.
Come on.
Yeah, this is not gonna happen.
One of you guys got to get this. One of them. I know it's there.
I'm trying to go back to my. That's not it. They're definitely not on the list. So it has to be a Giant.
See, to be fair, I don't know the answers. I haven't seen them, but I feel like this guy's there.
Giant. Dang, I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna say Ernest Biner, but I'm sure I'm wrong. Ernest Biner.
Ernest Biner. That was his 3rd one, Judge. Tighten up.
We gave him the friggin' game. In my opinion, that sucked.
Takes himself
All
off
right,
camera
Nikki.
to get this job.
There's 2 answers on this list. Can you get one of them?
No, I can't. Are they? Can I get a hint?
Come on, Nikki.
I'll give you a hint. There's a Giant and a Commander.
There was a Commander on it. There was a Redskin on there. Jesus.
100%.
When we were kids, like
Come on. No, not when you were kids. Come on. It's there. It's so there. At least I'm confident it's there.
Oh, would it be? Oh no, that's not. Oh wow.
See, I think he just got it. I think he just thought of it.
Okay, well, now so if I say it wrong, it'll go to Wale, right?
Yes.
Not
Correct.
Brandon Jacobs, right? No. Or no. No.
Is that your guess?
Yeah, go ahead. Buzz me.
Brandon Jacobs.
It's really unfair. It's my team.
I thought that was it.
Wale up.
I thought that was it,
Oh,
too.
the
I
other
thought that was
answers
it.
on this list. Number 3 was Rodney Hampton.
I thought about Rodney Hampton.
6,897. And number 5 was downtown Larry Brown.
Oh.
I thought about I was thinking about Larry Brown. I thought about Larry Brown, but he's before my time. I was like, I wasn't pretty sure about him.
See, I thought for sure it was.
I was gonna say,
Brandon Jacobs would be
Brandon
on
Jacobs.
there.
I was
Jacobs,
thinking.
yeah.
See, I was thinking Alfred Morris. I was about to say Alfred Morris. But we had like a year or two.
That's a good
a
guess.
solid guess. Yeah, it's
There
respectful.
can't possibly be more questions, right? Like there.
There's at
Oh
least
yeah,
two
well
more questions.
Wale's up 2-0. You gotta win this one, Nikki, or it's 9-9. So here we go. Top 5 answers on the
I'm ready for
board.
9-9. I really am. I'm ready
All
for
time Giants Commanders history. I'm looking for the top 5 players with the most receiving yards.
Oh, okay. That's even easier. So
Well, you say it's gonna be
oh,
easy.
first
yeah.
off, our receiving yards.
OBJ?
OBJ.
That's a good one. That's not a good one.
Oh shit!
Up there on the Giants all time, but not on this list. Wale, what were you about to say?
Art Monk.
Art Monk.
That is correct.
He is numero uno on the list with 12,026 yards. All right, you got control. Can you close it out for the dub?
All right, it's Art Monk. Then you would have OBJ's now on the list. That's crazy.
That is crazy.
Gary Clark. Will he be on the list?
Gary Clark.
Yeah.
Number 4 on the list,
Awesome.
8,742.
So
All
this,
right,
this,
you got
must, this must be this must be a lot of Washington then, because Gary. All right.
Well, remember, OBJ really had that one amazing season, and then after that, it was pretty average.
Oh, I think I know another Giant that might be on there. All right.
There might be another Giant.
It has to be. I was gonna think of one. Is it? I'm a Michigan fan. Is it Amani Toomer? I'm just gonna say.
That sounds cool. Be on there. Okay.
I'm a Michigan fan. I had to say Amani Toomer.
That's a good one right there.
Number 2 on the list with 9,497. All right, you're just missing 3 and 5.
Santana Moss.
Santana Moss.
That's a good ass guess right there.
Running with number 5, 7,867. All you're missing is number 3. No strikes.
All right, this is going to be a wild one. Henry Ellard.
Henry Ellard.
That's why. Yeah, because he had a really good.
All right,
run.
2 strikes left.
All right. Irish Amani Toomer. This is number 3. That's tough. He's this top on the list. Larry Brown. Damn, I'm thinking of the name. It's not. Oh, that's not. Oh my God. That's the running back. That's not who I'm thinking of. I'm gonna say Plaxico Burress. I know I'm wrong.
Plaxico Burress.
I know I'm wrong.
All right, 1 strike remaining.
The question wasn't most thigh catches.
Why are you talking? I mean, I'm sure he haunts you, right? Like he's got to haunt your dreams.
Jeez, this is. What is dude's name? It's not. This is gonna bother me. Bobby Mitchell.
Bobby Mitchell for the win.
Now, if you want to crown them, then crown their ass.
All right, steal it.
Nikki, you got a chance to steal it and make this a game.
Oh my God.
Don't tell me OBJ was your one shot.
No, I was gonna say Amani Toomer and Plaxico Burress, but I guess I was gonna say that, but I'm not really up on Commanders wide receivers, so I don't know.
It's got to be a Giant. I just named all the good ones.
I don't know that it would be. I don't know
I'm
that
gonna
it
lie
would
to you. I just named all the good
be
ones.
recent. Victor Cruz?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Cannot play with him. Cannot win with him. Cannot coach with him. Can't do it.
Victor Cruz, man.
So the number 3 answer on this list was a Commander. It was Charlie Taylor.
I think that's who it was.
9,110.
It's an old Redskin player. So
to be fair, too, the next questions, I'll just tell you the answers. Charlie Taylor is actually number 1 overall because the next question was the most touchdowns all time between both squads. Charlie Taylor is number 1 with 90. John Riggins 85. Frank Gifford's the leading touchdown getter for the Giants at 78.
Oh, wow.
Tiki King at 68. And the last one was Art Monk and Joe Morrison, who played for the Giants. Both were tied at 65.
You weren't gonna get this. You got to change this game. Like
In case anyone's interested, real quick, the Giants lead the overall series in this matchup, 108-73.
It's a truth.
This might have been the most diverse range of answers amongst all the categories that we've had so far this summer. Because to have him be number 1 and not that's wild.
Right, that is why. I know when I saw that, I was like, wait, and then I had to recheck because I'm like, where's he at in the yardage? Like, so it's crazy.
Wow.
But anyway, Wale, congratulations. You are tonight's winner.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
And Nikki, if you did not have it before, you definitely got it now. The premier dumbass winner of the week. Here we go.
Let's go. Clock at 5. Pass is intercepted at the goal line by Malcolm Butler.
Dumbass. Thank these. They call me dumbass. Play kind anytime. Stupid.
And then
Did you do that on purpose?
I'm about to say the same thing.
On the show, and you knew I was going to lose, right? I expect that jump split tonight. Send it to me so I can post it out to everyone. That shit was on purpose. I know.
Sierra's husband.
Fucking love that video.
Wow.
Nikki, I just want to tell you the only problem with a jump split is I can't even jump. So you're not going to get much of a split.
You better give me a little one.
All right. Well, listen, it's been a lot of fun as always. Let's give a shout out to our guests. Of course, good luck to both of your squads this year, obviously. Nikki, where can we find, subscribe, get all of your great content?
You guys can find me at NikkiNick9384, X, Instagram, TikTok. You can go to the NikkiNick9384 YouTube channel where you will find my podcast. It's called Between the Uprights. And this year I am covering the Giants, Eagles, and I'm supposed to do the Jets, but I decided to give it to somebody else.
It's so easy to say fuck the Jets. It's so easy.
I like that.
So you can find my coverage on all of those platforms too.
That's dope.
Go follow, subscribe, get all of Nikki's great content. Follow her all season long, especially if you're a Giants fan. She'll definitely get you boosted up and at least keep it real with you. We know that. Wale, what can we find? Subscribe, get all your great content, my friend.
We got a podcast called The Urban Sports Scene. You can follow us on Twitter at Urban Sports Scene. Also on YouTube, Urban Sports Scene. Also, we have a podcast that's totally dedicated to the Commanders that's affiliated with Fox Sports up in Hopewell, Virginia. It's called All Burgundy and Gold Everything. So we kind of use the twang from where I'm from in the DMV. So it's a good podcast. It's a nice podcast. We're on YouTube, all podcast platforms. Just us shooting the breeze, not trying to be overly media like, just trying to have some fun with it. Put it that way.
Trust, I know what you mean.
I know Rio.
You know Rio.
I know Rio. Yeah, we've done. He's been on my show before. Rio's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Nice, good stuff. All right, guys. Well, make sure you follow, subscribe, get all their great content. Again, good luck to the Commanders and the Giants this season. You can stay here next this Friday we'll be covering.
I
the
only do this show
NFL
once a year. I can't handle this. This is ridiculous. You get me on here to gang up. I mean, that's fine. It's always that. And
I've been so nice to you all night, Nikki. I've been so nice.
I was going to say that I thought the Patriots were, gonna. I think the Bills. Let me close out my bold prediction. I think the Bills have an over reliance on Josh Allen. It's finally going to catch up to them. I think they're going to take a step back. I think Mike Vrabel's not playing around. I think the Patriots are going to be nipping at their heels all season long.
Not American? No, man.
Not America. No, not with your cokehead, crackhead coach who's one day closer to death down there.
Oh.
All right, everybody. Thanks so much for watching.
Yeah, so now that Nikki said her trash and LeDuc's finally shut the fuck up for a minute, let me say stick and stay here. On Friday, we'll be covering the NFL home opener. We'll have the Eagles and the Cowboys, so it should be a fun show there, so make sure you check that out. And then, of course, the following week, we'll be doing some fantasy shows, so make sure you stay here. And during the season, we'll be on Friday nights and Sunday mornings to get you ready for your NFL starts and sits. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you. From us to you, we are out.